Good day to everyone watching. My name is JC and I share spiritual truth so that we can learn to worship God in spirit and in truth. About 2 years ago, sometime during the month of March, I had a dream regarding... I'm not allowed to say it, so I'll just put some pictures up to pretty much show you what I'm talking about. If you can't figure it out, I'm sorry, but that's the best I could do. I originally had a video up about it, but then I deleted my old videos because I was just that bad at editing. But I will insert a part of that dream again in this video. Now, I also had another dream recently regarding the same thing. The word used in this dream was a little different. It was, okay, hopefully we can find some humor in the situation, because if we're not gonna laugh, we're gonna cry. So let's rather laugh about it, okay? And I also apologize if there's any noise in the background. My room is not very soundproof. It's not very soundproof, and we're just gonna work with what we've got, okay? I do have to put a disclaimer on this, and this is that I believe that these dreams are from God. However, it is not always 100% guaranteed that it is. It could be the enemy trying to fool us, but these are definitely spiritual dreams. We need to discern these dreams, and so I can share with you what I received, but I cannot confirm with you that it actually was God. So you need to take it to the spirit and maybe to other leaders and say, okay, is this actually from God or not, and decide for yourself. I do believe that it is, but like I said, there's no 100% guarantee, so we really always just need to take this back to God. So here's the original dream. God gave me a dream about the virus that shall not be named, the disease that we do not speak of. After I had the dream, I felt a bit more settled for some strange reason, and it's not a settling dream at all. So that's very strange. Basically what happened in this dream is that there was this podium, and it's like there was a athletic event or something, and people were standing, the winners, first place, second place, third place, and everyone was cheering them on, and they jumped down and started running. And at first I didn't know that this dream had anything to do with the virus that shall not be named. I just, was in it, and it's like the whole earth, everything became like there was a small layer of water everywhere, very shallow. And the winners, they started running down and sliding in this water. They came to this long passage, and the water covered the entire passage, and everyone was in their own rooms along the passage. Now, if I'd put 2 and 2 together at this time and knew that it was about Corona, I'd be like, oh, that's people self-isolating. I did not think that. And people were in their different rooms, and they'd come out every now and again, and they'd go sliding in the water, and then they'd go back into their rooms. And it didn't make sense, but the kids were having fun. Everyone was giggling and laughing, and it was like it was something new and interesting. But all of a sudden, it was like the water that was shallow the entire time started to become deeper and deeper, and it was like the floor was falling out from under people. There was a man and a woman. They fell in first. I saw underneath the water, it was like a digital code swirling in the water. Yeah, I thought that was an interesting detail. That was what happened first, and then there was like a tunnel opening up on the other side, and another man ran out, and he ran through the tunnel, and on the other side of the tunnel there was no water underneath. There was just solid ground, and he made it out, and he kept running. And there was a woman with bright red hair, like ginger red hair, bright ginger red hair, running after him, and she was holding her baby, and she was running as fast as the man, but she couldn't make it out. And then the woman and her baby started to sink into the water, and as the woman was sinking, her baby's head was already underwater. She said, "This virus had us all fooled." Now, I still don't know what that means. Like I said, there's a lot of strange things happening right now that I need to go do more research about. But that was the one thing that stood out for me, that it had us all fooled. And it is currently the 18th of February 2022. However, I had this dream about 2 nights ago. In the beginning of the dream, I was driving to this sort of swamp type location, and there were reeds all along the sides of it, but it was again the theme of water, so like in the previous dream. That's how I see the link between the two. There was an old lady with white hair. She was walking along the side of the swamp with her dog. Now the dog actually looked really ridiculous. That's why initially I would not have thought that this was a spiritual dream, because sometimes these really weird things have nothing to do with the spiritual. But this is how it started out. This dog was completely dyed purple, like a light lavenderish shade of purple, and it had pictures drawn all over it and writing, and the writing on it was in Korean. Now, I did do Korean study before, so maybe that's how it got in there. I don't know, but I never studied this word before. It was the word tomsu. I'd never even heard it before. I had no idea what it meant, but I saw this clearly written on the side of this dog. And when I looked it up, it's the word sharpening. I looked this word up in various locations, and one of the translations was sharpening, while another one was the best. But like I said, before this dream, I'd never seen this word anywhere before. So make of that what you will. But then I walked towards the swamp, and I actually entered into the water. I walked from one side of the swamp straight to the middle of it, and I saw my dad on the other side yelling at me to get out now. And he told me to walk towards him. But I thought, the water's deeper your side. Why should I walk towards you? Then on a different side of the swamp, I actually heard my mom yelling at me and telling me to walk towards her. And I thought, that's ridiculous. Why would I walk towards you? The water's deeper your side. So I wanted to go back the side that I originally came in. However, when I tried to return that way, the water was even deeper. As the water kept deepening, I got this message into my brain, and I said it out loud. We are in the middle of and Trudeau wants to raise the water levels. I mean, if you're seeing what's currently happening in Canada, then yeah, it looks like things are going a certain way, and it's not looking good. But that was all I got. I don't want to add to it. I don't want to add interpretations to it. I just want to give it like it is, and then you can make of it whatever you want to. So that's all from me today. Hope it has resonated with somebody or given you some spiritual insight into the current situation.